I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. This is Coffee and Cards. Normally it's a little earlier in the day, but we had a couple of appointments today, so we were taking care of doing some other work. So we hope everyone is having a great day. We're going to start with a general reading, and then we'll get into some questions. So, as I'm still waiting on my coffee. Dave's working on it. So welcome everyone. Please just let us know you're here. Drop us a comment. Let us know you have arrived. So I'm just seeing what is the current energy tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm going to be doing live full moon readings. The full moon is in Taurus. It is conjunct Uranus. Saturn is coming out of retrograde in Pisces. So are you ready for some forward movement to begin? Also, on the 19th, Pluto moves into Aquarius for the next 20 years or so. So we are getting a first card is simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures. And then the card of manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. And we're just going to say we've started a new Facebook group, Manifesting Through Intention. And then launching your journey. I am an intrepid traveler, failing source forth into the universe. And the underlying energy is rise above. I only see beauty and grace. So beautiful energy. We are really liking that. And then we are going to just see what is going on. Make sure I got my chat in the right place. And we're going to use the Light Seers deck from Chris Ann. That's my personal favorite. So have you felt a change in the energy? I know I have felt a huge change the last week. So much I've been working like 12-hour days. So the energy has definitely shifted. Are you feeling a shift in your energy as well? And we get a couple messages. We get the Emperor, the Sun, and the Eight of Wands. So are you feeling this new energy? Because I definitely feel this new stability is here. A new place of, being lighter energy, happier. It feels like there has been a shift. My messages have been coming in like crazy. That like Bayless in. I know Dave has been doing that as well. So is your masculine receiving a lot of messages? Because I feel like that the masculine can be having a sun activation, bringing that messages into them. Sometimes we just walk around the block a minute. And the Nine of Pentacles is the bottom of the deck. So stability, and we feel like that is the feminine energy of standing in that place. We're going to get to those in a minute. We have then the Ace of Swords, the Star card, the Tower, and the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like this is saying masculine energy, feminine energy. For the feminine energy, I feel like the feminine is having a new perspective brought to her, a new clarity, because in that there's a spiral staircase, but she's the light's going straight down in there. So I feel like the messages are coming in. I feel like we were just talking at the beginning this about Pluto moving into Aquarius, and then that the moon is conjunct this full moon. So that's change. And we feel like change is coming. I'm going to say in my healing work, change has like definitely come. Like I definitely have a contract for doing like entity removal. That's like very prominent in my work right now. So where is your healing path trying to lead you? Because honestly, once I stepped into, okay, I'm going to work on, doing the healing work again, instead of just being a reader, also doing the healing work. And I'm going to tell you, once I took one step forward into healing, and like my path has blown open like this. Like I have bookings for every day this week. I have bookings for almost every day next week. So my schedule is getting busier and busier every day. Hey, thank you. Love you.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Yummy, yummy. So we're going to see what other message wants to come out. Are you feeling in your power? Are you like that rising above? Like I made a post, like, I don't know, we share a lot about my my whole journey on some parts of it, because I fought with the dark. Like I asked Celia, my guide, I asked him, like, why has this become such a prominent thing for me? And she said, I have battled the dark through my dark night of the soul. And then I was thinking about it, that is why I keep going, because I have done this and I want to help anybody that I can help through this. She's always told me that we are like a reader for other readers, and we heal other healers, and we activate people. So I'm stepping more into my mission with that. So are you ready to step into your more wish fulfillment? We get the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups there. Nines are about finishing cycles. Are you ready to step into something new? I am also going to say these are both feminine energy. And you want me to tell you what's about to happen? We are... Is my chat not working? We are really... If anybody's here, let me know. So, hi, Corinne. So, like, we are in feminine energy. All the planets right now are in feminine energy, water and earth. But you want to know what's happening next year? Everything is switching out of that. We are ending this cycle. Hopefully we're ending it with the feminine knowing her value, because truly, divine feminine, you have to know you are the value. Like I told somebody this morning, I'm like, the feminine energy is the energy that manifests anything in this life. So if you're having trouble manifesting anything, where's your feminine energy? And we feel like that's definitely tied to your past, because we get the 6 of Cups, which is definitely about energy being, that cycle coming back around. So when in your childhood were you made to feel like you were not enough, like you didn't have the value? Because knowing you are the value is the thing the thing that needs healed. Like, do you know you're the value? Do you know? So he says, do you know you are the value? You are meant to step into your healing journey. So you have to be healed. Like I actually had a different, I kept getting a thing about a violet flame thing, from Celia. So we're in a group and somebody was offering it. So we're like, okay, I'm clearly guided to this. So we did a session with her and that activated something for me. And now every time I'm having a session, I am activating something for someone else. So are you ready to step in? And by the way, Corinne, I started my podcast. The first episode is December 3rd. Awakening the Soul. So I have it on my website. I have it up here. I'm working on getting my hosting platform done. So I am stepping in to doing that, by the way. And we get the card of emotional check-in. Place your hand on your heart and ask, how do you feel? And then let it be easy. So if it's mantra of the day, if it's meant to be, let it be easy. And literally doing that I worked on it yesterday, and it just fell into place. Like I have enough guests for at least the first 3 months already, like interest already reached out to me, expressing interest in joining my podcast and being a guest. So we're super excited about that to come. So we will be hopefully announcing in the next couple of days who our first guest will be. So Miss Corinne, how are you doing today? How are you doing? I think I know. I think I turned on subscriber mode. I think you gotta be being a subscriber. I think I did that. Awesome. The energy's been so strong. Like the last 2 days, I have worked 12 plus hours a day. Like the energy's so strong. I created a new Facebook group, Manifesting Through Intention, that we're excited about. We did that a couple of days ago. Yesterday, we worked on our Facebook and did the stuff for the podcast, as well as some energy work, as well as some reading. So we are like, the energy has been turned up to high. Like, are you feeling it? Like, I feel like a high heart activation there. So, are you interested in either of those? You want to know the best part about that, Corinne? I'm just going to ask a few questions. My guest is going to do most of the speaking. Like, that is the blessing. Like, we're going to get to, like, we may have some episodes where, you know, we're doing different things. We're going to have, like, some are going to be live where we have Q&A. Some are going to be where it's a recorded thing. Some are going to be where we, you know, do a spiritual practice. We're like super excited. But yesterday, you know what? Celia said today. So we did it. We got our sign up sheet. Like I said, we have a lot of interest. So we are super excited about that. Yeah. Well, I'm in a group with a bunch of other spiritual people. So many of them are interested in being on there. It's beautiful energy. It's such a supportive group. So I know it'll be fabulous. Yes. Yes. Last night, Dave come and he's like, are you stopping working? I'm like, well, when Celia puts me in one of those modes, like, there's nothing I can do but work. And yes, she is always direct. Like, one thing I love about her. So, Corinne, would you like a question? Would you? Looks like you got your own private live today. I am definitely not on at my normal time. So we had a energy session this morning that went long. And then I was doing some other work. And she said, we're going to start with the Celia cards. I'm going to start with the Celia cards. And I'll just tell you, Corinne, we pulled a card this morning, and you know what the card was? Be open to receive. Being in your feminine energy. Apparently, it's still the theme, Corinne, because you got the card of reciprocity. I am open to give and receive. So reciprocity, open to give and receive, and you get the card of the spirals of life, learning the life lessons, healing the cycles and patterns, and then star activation. The stars are activating you to reclaim this fragment of yourself. So what piece of yourself, Corinne, have you given away? I know do you know what? I'm going to tell you about the inspiration on this card. So you says, let's talk about this card. We meditate. So the hot tub is one of my favorite places. And one day Dave and I were out in the hot tub and I saw a thing and like there was this star in the sky. And I was interested and we actually looked to see what star it was. Because it was definitely like calling to me. So I did this meditation and had like an out of body experience with this meditation. And I went and I reclaimed my confidence. If it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it, but it just was a weird thing. So it happened. So, I don't always talk about all the weird things, but a lot of weird things happen. So that weird thing happened. So I went and was like, it was like a ceremonial thing, and I was given back my confidence. And Corinne, oh, you know what else with getting that confidence? It pushed me forward on my path on this. And did we talk about the no thing? Because Celia's like, tell you about the no thing. Before I can even get that done, she's like, I watched a guy and he said, make a game out of energy. He said, we don't like to hear the word no and we don't like rejection. But he said, what if it's a game? He said, play the game. I'm going to try to get 10 no's. I think we talked about this because you know what, Corinne? I'm still pushing my things. And you know what? Earlier, I got a donation 5 times of what my session was my tip. 5 times, maybe 6 of what my session was from just being a service, like overflow. Are you ready for it? Like I had to be being open to receive. But like just be open. Like that's somebody that was like, I'm like, do donation session. I'm gonna tell you the same thing. Do donation session. She was like, what am I blocked? What am I blocked? And I'm like, the entity thing is my thing right now. And I'm just gonna say, Corinne, I feel like since we keep bringing it up to you, it's a very good possibility. I don't go in people's energy, but Celia says we keep pushing that. So we are just going to tell you if you are interested, you can donate to the PayPal. And then I have a booking. It says donation based energy session. You can donate and then you can book a session. Sometimes when we're not getting forward movement and all, it's because you have an entity attachment. It's nothing bad. Like I've done like now 9. I said it was 8. Now it's 9 of those sessions in the last month. So like I asked Celia, why am I doing this? She said, because you've done it. You do it. So as soon as I come up to that energy, I feel like that resistance. So now I just feel it. So if you're interested in an energy clearing session, we are offering and Dave, you know what Dave told me yesterday, Corinne? He said, I'm really proud of you for really promoting yourself. I said, you know what I've learned? If I don't promote myself, nobody else is gonna. Like, I am meant to do this. And Celia says it's time. So here we go. And apparently now we're going to get you some cards. But your Celia words of the day are, and you get the 8 of Pentacles, which is about doing the work. And in that card, she's sitting there smelling the coffee. She's actually, or the candle, she's actually not, and maybe the work is about relaxing, enjoying, trusting the right thing's going to come in the right time. You get the Sun. You have the 8 of Pentacles, and you get the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. So that's what's holding you back, the energy that's stuck from the past that you're holding on to. I feel like you get 8s are about infinity. So you have the infinity here of this. You have this 19, but actually if you Leo is ruled by the Sun, which is an 8. So it's like that puts me right back to that energy of the strength. So I hear 888. So basically energetically. So are you like, which is good energy, we love that serendipity of that. What's holding you back, Corinne? And you get the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, and the 7 of Wands. The Queen of Swords really knows what she does and doesn't want. but she looks like she's looking somewhere else. She looks like she's actually looking over. It's funny because look, she's looking at this person, and this person's sitting there with their eyes closed, like being like, I won't hear it. So, Corinne, there's clearly something blocking you, something energetically blocking you. And I feel like, you know what? I had to reclaim, Corinne, my confidence. And I can't help but notice in that Seven of Wands card, her solar plexus chakra is lit up. And then we also have the Page of Pentacles, which is about a new opportunity in the physical. Maybe something you're not as experienced with, but like, look, there, that solar plexus chakra is lit up in that card. And then the underlying energy is the Emperor, which is stability, with the Two of Cups, with the Judgment card. Corinne, what if the thing holding back love for you is an energy attachment that's keeping your vibration where you can't get to the place of meeting that person? I mean, I feel like, so he says, every time we mention it, an immediate resistance with you comes up, like immediately, like we like literally feel it rise up. So we are just offering, you can say no, we don't even care. That's one. If so, if you say no, that's one for me. That tells you something. I'm okay either way. I'm just offering my services because, like Dave said, I'm putting myself out there. Well, because you know what, Celia's ready to go. She said it's time to do the work. So here we are. So, Kelsey, I would like to know if my career in sales is the right career for me. Yes. So you said we wouldn't keep repeating that if that wasn't the case. We don't beat dead horses. Apparently that's her expression. So Corinne, we have a great offer for this weekend. In my thing here is my PayPal. You even know my PayPal. And then it says right on my website, it's my last service, donation-based energy healing. With that, you get a full written report. Plus, everything is clear and aligned. Actually, we're doing, actually, I'm in the process of even, because I've had so many people coming back and after I do a thing. And so I'm doing a 3-session booking for 111, which they're normally a 111 each, but Celia's like, let's heal people. So we are doing the healing. And Kelsey wants to know about her career in sales. And you get the Angel of Balance, and you get the 6th chakra. And you get the Man holding the heart with the Temple Path. And I'll just say this feels like Libra, this feels like relationship to me, and this feels like connection. So, because it's not always about the words on the card. And the Temple Path, part of your path. And Kelsey, I hear maybe it's is it a passion for you, for one? Is this something you enjoy doing? If taking this action, because masculine energy is action, and that's passion. So if you're taking action with passion and you thoroughly love your job, then do it. If not, I feel like you have a higher calling with this Archangel Metatron card with the sixth chakra and the Angel of Balance. I feel like you are supposed to help others find maybe healing of love, like the helping them find the balance with that. Archangel Metatron for me is always about twin flame. So, Kelsey, are you a twin flame? But I feel like if you really love and have a passion for this, for sales, then do it. But if it's not, I feel like you have a spiritual path calling you. Like really calling you. And maybe a path working with this other person. With that Angel of Balance, because that's about two people, and Archangel Metatron is definitely about part of the twin flame energy. And you get the Knight of Cups, which is action with passion. And then the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, Kelsey, I feel like you want to take action towards something different, but I feel like you are hesitant because of fear and lack. Maybe that you had tried something in the past or whatever, had a hope or a dream and it didn't work out. And sometimes with that, no, there's those two cups there. There's always another opportunity. You have planted the seeds, gained clarity on what you want. A new beginning is coming. Hey, Kelsey, are you a healer? You know what I was just telling Dave I think I'm going to do? I'm going to have a Reiki class. I'm going to put together a Reiki because I'm a Reiki master. So I can do Reiki 1 and Reiki 2 and do the attunement. So attunement. So Kelsey, are you a healer? Is that part of, I feel like that is definitely part of your path. I feel like if you chase this other thing, I feel like it's not strong energy for you. I feel like not long term. If you do it for now, do it. If you feel like you need to, but I feel like you are a healer. I was just talking a little while ago that I am a reader to healers and teachers and guides, and I heal people and I remove entity attachments and I do things like that. So are you meant to be a healer, Kelsey? So we are going to move on. Divine, how are you? Hi, Kimon, how are you? Can you pull for me just to see what comes out? Yeah. You don't have a specific question? We're always good for what do you need to know? I am really good. I normally do coffee and cards in the morning, but this morning we did an energy session. Well, it was actually a little bit longer one, but that was okay because that's the work that needed done. So I am good, feeling full of energy. It's very strong energy today. So we're saying, what does Divine you need to know? I did not make my chat big enough. You get the card of contract, the card of attachment. We're going to tell you, we've been doing energy healing sessions. We've been removing energy attachments. This weekend, we have a sale, donation-based energy healing sessions. You donate to my PayPal, and then you can book an energy healing and clearing session. But it looks like you, I feel like it's blocking you because she has that blindfold on. I know Justice is blind, but I feel like that's definitely part of what's blocking you. blocking your happiness, the sun. So if you need some energy work, I have apparently done 9 entity removals this month. So it does seem to be my new path. So I feel like that entity is blocking your abundance because you get the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like it's attached to your sacral chakra, and I don't normally do that. So that's really strong because I try not to go into anybody's energy like that. So leave. So you get the 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, which is causing some mind chaos and maybe some lack, doubt, fear. The last one had the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, and so you seem to have a little similar energy to Kelsey. So the 5 of Pentacles and then the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. That's about overgiving, not. I really feel like you. So if you are interested in an energy healing session, let me know. But it appears you may have something attached. Which sometimes, and that contract card's there, sometimes that's part of like a past life contract, or like if there's like Freemasons in your family or lineage or any of that, like that can be like honestly, literally a curse on you as part of your family contract. So we will just say the underlying energy is the sun, which is the best news of the day for you. So anybody else that would like a question, let us know you're here. Oh, hi KCT, how are you? Let me. Forgot to take my phone out of my pocket. Okay. Awesome, Corinne. I promise it'll be worth it. Just based on my last 2 people, my last one is going to book 3 sessions. We talked about already for next week, start to book 3. And the one before that booked 4 follow-up sessions already. So apparently Celia's doing some good work. And Reiki and Source and the Archangels and Kuan Yin and all my other helpers. So, yes, KCT, what is your question? And hi, Lola, how are you doing? I am doing well. Corinne, you know what? That's why it's a donation base. Celia says help who you can, because like I said, of my last 2 people, my last one I just did earlier today is going to book 3 sessions next week. After she very generously tipped me for her donation session. And then the one prior to that also booked 4 sessions. So there seems to be benefit out of that. Enough that we're putting together a 3-session package for 111, which is normally what we're doing for 1 session. But when we're doing the intro one, we're going to just do it for the 111 for 3 sessions. So Okay, KCT, we are. That's literally what Dave said last night to me. He's like, and I said, only I'm going to promote myself. And Celia says it's time. And doing the no game has changed things for me, Corinne. So literally be open to that. You know, if you say no, that's okay. I'm going to keep and have that attitude with work. And then the ones that's right for you will come to you. Because you know what Celia's told me? I'm attracting those people that have that need. If not, I wouldn't be attracting them people. Like, so we're just being of service in the highest way possible. It feels great. It feels like I'm on mission and like my energy is better than ever, literally. Like, I don't remember any other time I've been working like 12, 14 hours a day and being so fulfilled while doing it. So truly a blessing. So KCT, we are getting a message about your supervisor bullying you. KCT, we're going to tell you the same thing. I am offering donation-based energy healing sessions. Do you know sometimes that happens, like other people may be doing it unknown to you as part of the way the dark network works. It can influence other people around you to do that. So if you're interested, I have a special for energy-based healing sessions, donation-based ones. You can donate to my PayPal and then book on my website if you're interested. Corinne actually just booked one. But that seems to like be the specialty. And then you get the sacral chakra, which is Archangel Ariel, which is, you know, your feminine energy where you create. So, and you get Archangel Metatron. So Archangel Ariel, Archangel Metatron. I'm curious to see what this is. The contract. How's work going? You know, sometimes what happens, the universe makes work also, you know what happens? Sometimes the universe makes a work situation intolerable, so you leave. Because I feel like you have a higher contract. You got the contract with the two archangels. This is the sacral chakra, the feminine energy. Archangel Metatron is over the twin flames. That's sixth chakra. That's the balancing of that energy. So how is your balance of your masculine and your feminine energy? And then you get the card of community. And KCT, you know what? I'm going to give you advice too. Don't tell nobody else about your boss. Don't mention it again. Because every time you tell somebody, you're going to make it happen again. Law of attraction. Seriously. Like, so just awareness, like that's a story I wouldn't repeat. And, you know, I feel like your friends can be a big help to you with this situation. It's called a pattern. Where is your Chiron? I feel like you've been on my channel a little while. You know, Chiron. The wounded healer, the thing you're meant to heal in this lifetime. A cycle that happens when we're young that perpetuates throughout our life over and over and over and over again until you heal it. And like even now, when my Chiron comes up, I'm almost immediately to spot what that is. You know how I know? My Chiron is about me using my voice. As soon as I feel like I can't speak my truth, my Chiron is being activated. End of my story for that. So, where is your Chiron? And sometimes, like, things happen, so you will leave. Like, I had a job. I wasn't very happy at it. You know, I was ready to leave, but I didn't. And you know what happened? I got fired from a job that didn't have a start time. Like, I could go when I wanted to go. And that was the reason they used for firing me. Because it was time for me to go and I didn't go. And it got worse and I just stayed. Because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But it wasn't. Yeah. Because you know what? My path was meant to be something else. And I feel like your path is meant to be something else. Now, what are you doing? Is what you're doing the thing that brings you the most joy? If not, it's trying to get you out of there. Like unless it's like, see, doing this and doing the energy work, that is my passion. Like my granddaughter, it was funny one day we were talking and we're talking about the lottery and she said, oh, if you win the lottery, you can stop doing your videos. And I said, that's not why I do my videos. Have you complained or I feel like you're just not supposed to be there. I feel like you are meant to be somewhere else. You have a contract to be somewhere else. We're going to see what the tarot says. Well, you get the Tower. That's rapid change. So you get the Star, which is about healing energy. The Four of Swords, which is healing energy, saying it needs done. The Nine of Wands, which is kind of that waiting. I feel like that's where you're at. The Wounded Warrior, like you're getting beat up on. But change is coming. I'm just going to tell you, you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's the full moon. The moon is conjunct Uranus, which is Tower energy. You know what else? Saturn, karma, has been retrograding in Pisces. It goes direct tomorrow. So karma is ready to be served up. Are you ready for that? But I'm going to tell you, you're not going to like this. Yeah. I feel like you know how I was telling you that story about I got fired? I feel like that feels like some underhanded energy. And then the Four of Pentacles with that, which is like holding somebody back energetically projecting negative energy at them. But that's a new cycle is trying to come in for you to move you in a different direction. The Six of Swords is definitely moving in a different direction towards, I feel, your spiritual path. Mine did it because I was supposed to be doing this. You know what I did in 2017? I started my YouTube channel. You know what else I did in 2017? I deleted my YouTube channel. You know what I did again in 2022? I started my YouTube channel again. Had I kept it back then, my path would have been a lot easier. But you know what? I kept wanting to do that job, be a physical therapy assistant. I found it so rewarding. I loved my patients. I loved helping, and I just couldn't see myself doing anything else. But you know what? Source had another plan for me, and here I'm sitting. So if something's not going easy, maybe there's a reason. I feel like there's something on your spiritual path calling you. You have two archangels up here. Like I said, if you're interested in a energy clearing session, hit me up. We're doing donation-based ones, whatever you can afford. They are regular $111. We're just saying that as well. So we are trying to be of service. A lot of people coming into my energy field right now have attachments, and like literally we're 9 in the last month. And that's probably out of like 15 sessions. So get the card of boundaries. We teach people how to treat us. So if he is not treating you well, you need to stand up for yourself. But a lot of times in our male dominated society, they will let you go because that's just how it is. You want to know why I got fired from my job that didn't have a start time? Because we had a patient that should have still been doing therapy, but the PT decided they were going to end therapy, and I was working in and out of that building in another building, and I came back and that patient said, because as soon as I walked in the building, they told me that patient wanted to see me. So I went to see him. And you know what he said? He said, they stopped my therapy. And I didn't understand why. And then somebody from the business office came and asked, well, how is he doing? Because I was his therapist. And I said, he's making progress. He had been there a couple of different times, this and that. And every time he had got better and went home. But this time they decided they just were not going to give him therapy. And that meant he was going to be stuck living in this nursing home. And when she come and asked me, I said, no, he was making progress. And his notes reflected he was making progress. So you know what he did? He filed an appeal with Medicare. And you know what? He won. And you know what? They had to start therapy again. And then I got fired because I spoke up for that patient. It happened at another job too. Another thing of my Chiron, I spoke up and then I was punished, which is how the universe is going to try to show me not to do that. But you know what? This is my calling and here I am. So sometimes just know speaking up can sometimes open the door for something different for you. But that's energetically showing source that you are standing up for yourself. Yeah. Until you leave or they fire you. I didn't leave, so they fired me. I knew I was unhappy, but I still stayed. And you're unhappy and you're still staying. So you're energetically telling the universe, I'm okay being treated badly. I'm still going to go because money is more important to me than my own personal happiness. And that sucks. So pick you. Look for a new job. Save yourself the time. Look for a new job now. Also, before you do that, write a list of all the best qualities of any job you've ever had or the job you want. Like, focus on what you do want. Have you thought about being a healer? Because you got the dang star card, and that's the healing card. And Pluto's moving into Aquarius on the 19th in 5 days. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. It's about being a healer. Have you thought, KCT, that you could be a healer? Just a question. Have you thought about it? Have you taken a Reiki course? Because you not only get the star, you get the star and the Four of Swords. So that's like the major and the minor arcana cards for being a healer. So, oh, yeah. I just had somebody else that was doing that. Yeah, you're just, well, if you're self-employed, go somewhere else, honey. And I don't use honey as a reference. So somebody, one of your guys, just so you know, that's like a guy thing. Like, I feel like the energy, like, that's why I'm like, get out. Yeah. So if there's somebody in your past life prior to right now, like, yeah, I feel like you definitely have to do this. Like, I feel like you are meant to be, like, do you know, I got activated to healing. I was doing therapy, physical therapy assistant. I was doing that. Long-term care, loved my job. I had such good results. Like, that's how I also found out I had something in my hands, because I could get somebody to move their leg when right after they'd had surgery. And then I had to convince them I wasn't doing it because they thought I was helping them every single time because of the energy that flows through my hands, which I'm just a conduit. And I know it because it was always my joke about, rubbing my hands together, which is how I really bring the energy in. And so there you go. I feel like you should be open to being another kind of healer. I feel like you have a higher calling with that. You don't get two archangels around you if you aren't a big part of this. Just so you know. I don't know. And whoever used to call you honey is around you. I don't know. Was that like I still just keep hearing that honey reference. Oh, yeah. I keep hearing honey, like that's not stopping. Like, so, and it's not, I don't think I've ever called anybody honey on my show ever. Just, just so you know. You are meant to be somewhere else. You are. Like, you are meant to be somewhere else. I hear healer, like more like, do you do Reiki? I literally was just talking to Dave about having a Reiki class. So if you're not doing Reiki, I'm going to put together the stuff for a class. I've been doing it for 8 years. I can teach a class on it. Like, because with mine, I just don't even, mine's not just Reiki because I also use the tuning forks. I have a singing bowl I use crystals. I channel the energy. Yeah. Have one of them give you have one of them teach you. I mean, because, yeah, have somebody have Reiki 1 is the history of Reiki and the hand positions to do self Reiki. Pretty easy. Reiki 2, Reiki's 3 Reiki symbols, a few other Reiki terms, the hand positions and stuff to do a Reiki session on somebody in front of you or a distance Reiki session. Reiki master, another symbol, the master symbol, and then that's the only thing. You learn a master symbol and you learn how to do the attunements. So have one of your Reiki master friends teach you to do that. Even if you just do it to start off with for yourself every day. I do it on myself every day. Every day. But initially, like when you first talked, like when I was having all that problem with my work initially, you know what else was happening? The dark was stalking me as part of my dark night of the soul. Like, I don't always talk about like my dark night of the soul, but like the dark pursued me like relentlessly. Like, they have this thing called gang stalking where like literally like now when I drive with a bubble because when you're in the middle of that dark energy and that dark is pursuing you, like the person in the car doesn't even necessarily know why they're tailgating you. They just know they're in a hurry and they don't know why. But dark energy can like pursue that. Like dark energy could be causing your boss to be that negative energy to you. We don't always think that one person can, but like that can happen. Like that inner entity energy can. So just so you know, can cause other people to act out of character for them. But I'm also going to tell you now you expect that out of him. So you're going to get what you expect, because in this reality, what you believe, and we always think what you see, you believe, but literally what you believe, you see. If I were dating somebody and they said, you're too good for me, they're telling you the truth. That place told you, go somewhere else, and you're choosing to stay. He sees your light. You know what? They're gonna not stop till they make you leave crying. I mean, literally, that's like the energy of it. Like, yeah, they're telling you who they are. People tell you who they are, believe them. Like, if they say you don't belong here, they're telling you the truth. Get out. Like, find a new job. You do therapy, there's 1,000,001 jobs out there. Every day I get notifications on jobs. And I still say no every day now because I'm not doing it. So there are many, 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 many jobs, and you need to find a new one. And you ought to think about being a healer, because I feel like that's your job down the road. Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, you deserve better. But literally, sometimes when you're in that situation, and like if the dark is pursuing you, they can make another person be hostile to you. But it sounds like that whole environment knows it's not a good place. That means if he's saying that, he knows it's a repeated problem. So, anyone else that would like a message, please drop a comment. I'm going to have some of my coffee that I haven't even had yet. Lola, can we, I don't see a question from you. I see you said, please, may I ask? Oh, may you ask a question? My chat's really small, so. Yeah. And I feel like I feel like your intuition's telling you. My pleasure. Have a wonderful day. I hear it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, so. Before you do that new job thing, write a list of the qualities you want and say the words, I deserve better. I deserve to be treated of my value. Like, and no, if you're not getting that, like, how's your value? Now they've kind of taught you to expect it. So don't expect that. Expect to be treated how do you expect to be treated? I hear is the question. How do you expect to be treated? Has this happened before in a different kind of situation? Because I hear the spiral, like things happen. Like, has this happened previously? Like in a different situation? Like I had some friends that were my friend group that kind of bullied me. And previously, in my childhood, you know what? My sisters bullied me. So that's all part of my Chiron, my third house stuff. So yeah, in your past, it's because that's part of your cycle. Do you know where your Chiron is? The key symbol on your birth chart. Celia is so strong about that is the key to your inner child healing. Do you know the date, the time, and the place you were born? If you don't know, you can even send that information in an email to me, and I'll pull your chart, look at it a little bit, send you what we see relevant, and send you a copy of your birth chart so you know. It's like very enlightening. It's a blueprint to you. If you want to like know what are the things that I need to look out for, what are the things that may be a struggle for me, you have a blueprint. You can, my guide Celia still has a way for you to find your to work on your Chiron. You can't specifically know exactly where it is. You can tell where your sun was, and you can tell where Chiron is on that date. And then Celia has a process, which we're going to talk about. We're doing a Chiron class December 2nd for $10. After that, and I put the video up, it's going to be $50. But you can heal this Chiron. When I healed my Chiron, that's when I met Dave. Like when I started that work, that's when I met Dave. Like that's when my life changed. Like when I got to a point, I did this, and you know what happened when I took a class on this? I decided I deserved better. And it's a decision I never have ever regretted. So, Lola, you're now going to get you. Sorry. When my guide Celia has a message, she just doesn't stop till it's all the way out. So that would be the same for a message for you. So we hope everybody can understand that we just, when Celia's channeling through me, that's just how it is. So, so now when it's your turn, we're giving you that full attention too. So, no, we'll get you after we get Lola. Please, I'm curious about Joey Cameron. Oh. Do you know, Lola, why you found me? Because I am married to my twin flame. So I attract the people that are like me. Like I attract healers. Like KCT is a therapist. You know what? I'm a therapist too. You know what? She's a healer. So like I attract people that need energy work done by me. So no, everything's for a reason. Yeah, 3 years. We're getting ready to go to Sedona for our wedding anniversary. Yes, and you know why? Hey Lola, where are you located on the planet? Because where are you located? I am in the U.S. and on Saturday morning at 9:00, me and my twin flame are doing coffee and cards together. He joins me on Saturday. He used to always do it. Oh, you're in Minnesota? Oh. Do you like Minnesota? Yeah. So like he reads with me. You know where I'm sitting? This is our flex space, his sound studio. Yeah. I've been here. Yeah. I live in Indiana. It gets cold here too. So not yet. I mean, okay. You can't see them. You see my roses? They're not all in the best shape. They're starting to, these right here, we're growing these in our backyard still. Just Dave cut them. I need to get some new ones. We're still growing roses this time of the year, which is unheard of. Oh, Millie, we are doing, I have my chat spell, so I can't see. So I can't see your whole name. I see A, and then I don't know the next letter. So we're getting A next. A. I can't see. I didn't make my chat bigger, and then we'll get you, Millie. AV. I feel like I'm doing like a driving test. I cannot see it. So, I will just say, if you found me, twin flames likely as part of your path, because like I said, I'm married to mine. And I'm going to tell you, once you come into a relationship with somebody, don't think it's easy, because you trigger everything within that person, because you have to heal everything that's ever happened to you. That's what they're here for, to help you heal. And you're to help them. And you'll notice you have these similar, like Dave will have an energy with something, and we'll talk about it. We'll channel about it. Then you know what I have to do? I have to go up by myself. And then you know what? And then me and Celia work on, how do I have the same thing in some kind of way? And apparently, Lola, you're getting a lot of messages. You get adjacent possibilities, which wasn't the first card. The first card was the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, the man holding the coin, adjacent possibilities, and the temple path, and the man holding heart. So the man holding the heart, Lola, you know what's happening? I know. I have the answer. You are energetically pursuing him. So you're being in the masculine energy. He's trying to be in the masculine energy. And two masculine energies together, conflict. Not good. That's the whole runner chaser thing. Because I'm going to tell you the best secret ever. Most feminine energies, most females on the twin flame path, hold the masculine energy. You know what your mission is? To learn how to be feminine, to receive spirit. And most of the time with that, we have some kind of lack. But also with that, there's the guard in the gate. You see, that gate's closed, but she's got the key, and you have the key too. It's about you being in your feminine energy. Someone in the feminine energy does not chase any man. I'll just tell you, when I brought Dave into my life, you know what I did? I was like, I took a Chiron class. I felt my worth. I cleared my dating profile off. It said energy healer. I stepped into mission. I took physical therapy assistant off and all of my stuff. And I said, energy healer. And my picture was there. I took one step into mission, because everybody I kept dating needed energy work. So I'm like, well, screw this dating thing. I'll just do the energy work. So I was just trying at that point to get work. I was just like, I will just step into mission. Like literally stepping into mission brought Dave, because the next person I dated was Dave. He's like, what's an energy healer? And then we started talking. And then the first date, I stood him up, because we needed to talk some more. And we talked another 4 or 5 days. And then about our spiritual lives more. And then when we met that day, we knew, like, from the very first minute. And it's been a lot of work. It's a challenge. So I'm going to tell you, the best way to come into union with somebody is love yourself, because they're going to be an example of that. And choose happy, because if you're being happy, I promise you the work is easier. If you get both low vibration, the work ain't no fun at all. And it's work. And Dave and I are in the house, so we still have things like, I'm doing the energy work all the time now. So I have to keep my vibration up. And you know what? Dave was having a little thing where he wasn't. You know what happened? I didn't talk to him for 3 days. I wouldn't eat with him. We went to bed at different times, like completely energetically separate. because we weren't being in the same vibration. I was in a high vibration and he was having some stuff go on. Since then, I've done an energy thing with him and removed his entity. But I couldn't even do it to him without his permission. He had to book a session with me and we did his entity attachment too. So if you're being in this masculine energy, you're chasing them away, because when a man is chased, he thinks it's a wild freaking animal. That's what's programmed into them. If I'm being chased, run. Like, what is your north node? What is your north node? What is your Chiron? Your north node is the mission in this lifetime. Like, where is that for you? Mine is doing this, like being a healer. Mine's in Aquarius and about teaching people the value is you. And the more you self-love you, the easier the whole path is. And if I could teach anybody it, that's what I would tell them. Find your self-love. Because if not, that person's going to trigger every part of your self-love, every part of it. So yeah. And then the cycle will change, because there's the world. Like, that is like saying, that is the end of, like, choose that, literally choose. I'm going to focus on other things. If you want to think about that person, you know what you do? Because I'm not saying it's going to be easy to just completely not think of them. But here's my tip if you want to think about them. Put your hand on your heart and think of the best time you ever had with that person. And think of love and happiness and joy. And then you know what? That sends them a positive energy. And that's energy associated with you. And they feel that, because we are energy beings. Because you know what? If you're thinking, when are you going to come? When are you going to come? Every time you have that thought, you send them negative energy about you. Would you want to come by somebody that's sending negative thoughts to you all day long? Probably not. So if you're going to think about that person, think about them in love, and think about, I love you if you're with me or not. I want you happy if you're with me or not. And when we both energetically do the right work, we're going to come together. And if you're not in a happy vibration, you don't want to attract that person. If you're in a mediocre, low vibration and you attract somebody, you know what? They're going to be right energetically where you are. I met Dave. I was at the highest vibration I have ever been when I met him. Him too. And now we are actually right back to that. We were just talking about that, how we feel like we are finally right back to that place we were when we met. Like, so we're back in our magic. So, like, also, we're going to tell you, Lola, you see this little book? On the top of this second page, it says, My Perfect Mate. You see that? See all those words? Okay, you see all those words? Those are all the qualities I wanted in my perfect mate. I was married 19 years. I was single 7 years. I knew what I did and didn't want. Loves me unconditionally, spiritually respects my spirituality, meditates with me, and he does. Generous to others, kind and caring, attentive, makes me laugh, brings me flowers, enjoys travel, knowledgeable, joyful, loyal, honest, healing, is awake, committed, marriage, partnership. That's just not even all the ones on page 1. And then I got all the stuff on page 2. So, like, write your list. Like, I manifested Dave is my list. Like, I can't say that strong enough. Dave is my list. Like, he is all of those things. You know why that's what I just told you earlier when I was talking. We attract people like us, the people like, I attract a lot of healers that need activated because I activate that. So, are you ready to step into a new path? I'm just going to say that card on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups, which is a message of love, but To me, that looks like there's 4 wands there. We're just going to say that. The Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. The 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. In the past, were you an option? Because if that was the case, clarity will be coming. Because you know what happens when you send somebody energy, no matter what, good or bad, they feel that. And you know, when you focus somewhere else completely, they feel that loss of your energy, which is just one of the things in their cup. By you gaining your clarity, because I feel like that's you, because you carry that masculine energy and you have to be in your feminine energy. And that literally is the work for you to find the balance. And then the 3 of Wands comes, which is the wish fulfillment card. And the 10 of Cups underneath. We have to go there. By the way, we're going there. So it like literally when I got in the place of, I'm just going to focus on mission, literally Dave fell in my lap, like literally. So do you know your North Node? Have you worked on your Chiron? My guide says that's the most important thing. She said it's the key symbol on your birth chart for a reason, because it is the key. Like, that is one of our strongest messages we ever deliver. That's why we're actually doing a new workshop on it with some more information from Celia about how to work on it if you don't know your exact time. How, you know, how does it look in a relationship? You know, the things, all the things I've learned from my journey with it, we're putting in the workshop. So it's $10 on my website. After we record it and put it up, it's going to be $50. So if you want in for $10, we are, oh, but you know what? The thing you do know, you know, the day, so you can look up, you know where the sun is that day. You can put in the day you're born and it will tell you at least what sign it's in. With Chiron, my guide Celia has come up with another way to work on it. We channeled it maybe a year and a half ago when we went to Sedona. And she said to do it this way because some people just don't have their birth times. And you know what? We worked her way. And her way on Chiron in my chart, you know where that puts it? I did the work on it and it was exactly tied to what I need to work on. Because I think it was in I thought I said 9th, but I know it's not. It's my 11th house. Maybe my 12th house. 11th. I think it's my first degree in my 11th or my 12th house. I can't remember right at this moment, and time is irrelevant to Celia. So, but me and Dave both worked on it her way, and definitely it brought some healing and things to light for us. So, focus on what makes you happy and follow your passion first and foremost. Honestly, like if you each moment are like doing the thing that makes you the happiest. And I think Dave's about to leave and go swim. Dave's going to do the thing that makes him happy. Yes, the class is on my website, and the website's in the description box, crystal-intentions.com. It's $10. Because Celia's thought on that is you got to have skin in the game, and that way you'll want to come if you pay money for it. So, like we made a new Facebook group for manifesting through intention. So if you're on Facebook, go to my well, you can go to my Facebook page if you want to friend me, but I have a new group, Manifesting Through Intention. Bye, Dave. Love you. So, I beat him. He didn't come by. Bye. Love you. So manifesting through intention, and we have a barter service. So if you do any spiritual services and you want to practice, we're going to have a barter service. So as well. So anybody that would like a question, drop a comment. I don't know if A is still here, and if not, oh, you are. Okay. What part of me do I struggle with the most? Well, self-love is what I heard. So how is your self-love? Because that is the key. So you as well. Oh, I need to. Just a second. My son's coming by, so I'm just making sure he wasn't coming yet. So yes, have a wonderful evening. We're gonna have to go get that one. Feels like you have a lot of energy. Feel into emotions, and you get the card of your soul knows. So your soul knows. And you get the card of crown activation. Here we're gonna. I hear we're gonna take a look. Have you been having a Kundalini activation? I don't always get that from this card, but she specifically had me looking. Actually, on my group, I actually can do that. Oh no. Okay, we'll just do it a different way. So, are you trying to activate your Kundalini? And that's like crown chakra activation. And I'm just going to say, we have been talking that I have been doing energy healing work a lot lately. And we've been removing a lot of. Well, you get the 7 of Cups, which is about, there are many ways to do it. You can wait till it naturally happens. You can intentionally try to activate it. You can do breathing exercises. Dr. Joe Dispenza that's his focus of his work, is you do breathing exercises at the beginning of your meditation, and then you pull the energy up. I know that because I do Dr. Joe meditations. Has activated my Kundalini. So just a great resource. He has many things out there, but definitely, and I'm going to say, I'm starting a podcast December 3rd at 4:00 is going to be my first one, and I'm going to have different spiritual teachers on. One specific that I'm going to have on does Kundalini Reiki. So I feel like you're going to be successful with it. There are many ways to do it. I feel like if you're trying to activate that specifically, you can. Yeah, you're definitely going to, because you get the 3 of Wands. Yes. I feel like you're getting activation of your Kundalini to your crown chakra. If you currently are you meditating? Are you currently working on pulling it up? If not, you can visualize a ball of light at your root chakra, right between your legs. Think about it. As you meditate, tighten that area up. Work on pulling that energy up. You can feel it. It takes a little practice and some time to work on it, but you can work on slowly pulling that energy up. It just takes time working with that energy. Are you working with it? Because I feel like your Kundalini is definitely trying to be activated. So I feel like that's what you need to work on, your Kundalini. And there must be another card because we're still shuffling. And you get the 2 of Swords. So you get to just make the choice on which direction, how you want to work on it. Like, there are many ways it can naturally be done. You can do it through yoga. You can do it, there's a Kundalini Reiki where you can get it done. There's different opportunities and options. So you get to pick how you want to do it. But I feel like your Kundalini is the next thing for you. And Millie, are you still here? General for you. Okay. I see that. Thank you, Millie. And Millie, you get the card of Message from the Third Eye. And you get the card of Vulnerability is Power. And the underlying energy of throat release. So, Millie, how's your energy doing? How's your energy? I know she was going to go to the Facebook group. Millie, we're just going to say we are offering donation-based Reiki sessions this weekend. From now till Sunday. You just donate to my PayPal, and then on my website, I have a donation-based service. As long as you donate it, we will do that. I feel like you have clearly a throat chakra thing, and you have a third eye message, and I feel like an energy clearing would be a great opportunity for you. So we're just putting it out there. And you get the 7 of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Page of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. So, Millie, did I hear you're a twin flame? Why do I? And you know you're also a messenger because you get the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. And when we're doing generals like that, it's telling me those are part of your missions. And the 4 of Wands tells me you're a twin flame. and that you're currently going through a big transformation. You planted a lot of seeds, but you're definitely a messenger. I feel like maybe you don't know which way to go with the twin flame thing, but it's about having a heart chakra activation and clearing that energy. I feel like there's some disconnection in your energy. So, Millie, if you're interested in an energy clearing session, let me know. And then the 10 of Pentacles, which is really good energy. So, you've been planting the seeds. Be open to what is ready to come to you. And I feel like this is underlying things over here that needs kind of, you need to clear some stuff in your throat so you can be the messenger. And normally the throat gets blocked when you're a messenger because that is part of your thing you have to overcome to be the messenger. The great work of being the messenger, learning to speak. We are going to take a break because I think my son is here. So I will be back on in the morning at 9 a.m. for regular time coffee and cards. Anybody that would like, join us then. If not, we'll also be back at 2 p.m. tomorrow doing live readings for the full moon and Saturn going direct. Those are going to be the reasons of those readings. So we hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you for joining us, and we will be back tomorrow. Bye.